Hi everyone. So today we're going to look at a topic called referencing management. Okay, by now you would have already know that the referencing format that we're going to use for US thesis, okay, is Harvard. All right. So in the previous module, you would have what do you call this? You have done a referencing by manual ways. Okay, so for now onwards, you may use a software called Mendeley to do referencing and keep tracking on the references or reference document that you have in your PC. All right, so let's have a look on the Mendeley. All right, so this is a general overview of what we are going to cover in this presentation. Okay, let me start off with Mendeley. Okay, the Mendeley is actually a research workflow tool and academic social network that helps organize your document and references. Mendeley helps you to collaborate with your fellow researchers, for instance, your friends or your lecturers, okay, through online, okay, by joining and work together. Okay, uh, so basically I also will show you on how to uh, basically use the Mendeley to control over the material that you have. Okay, all right. So Mendeley, I would say, it's like a library, library that you have in your system. Okay. Now, as I said, Mendeley is academic software. Okay, it can function in any platform. Okay, like Windows, Mac, Linux, and other Android mobile devices. Okay, or you also can use in the browsers. Okay, so I am not sure what are the browsers that does not support Mendeley, but majority browsers able to support. Okay. Now, so let's look at this. Right, getting started with Mendeley desktop. Okay, I'm going to talk about Mendeley desktop. Of course, you can have it on your app. I mean, in your Android device and so and so. Okay, so first I want you to download this. Okay, basically you can Google Mendeley desktop to download the software and install in your computer. All right, if you don't have. All right. Then you actually have to create an account with Mendeley. Okay, Mendeley website. Mendeley website, you have to create an account so that you can access to Mendeley web and other things. Okay, so we will be talking about how to sync and what is the purpose of syncing, synchronizing your references and how to use the plugin. Okay, so once you have installed, this is how your library should look like. Okay, of course this is with documents, okay, which is already linked in your Mendeley. All right, so the number one here, it's for you to add files. Okay, and number two here, it's for you to uh, look at your folders menu. Okay, then you have number three. Okay, the icon number three is to sync. Of course, if you click sync, it will sync to the library that available in the cloud. Okay, and you may have the same library that working on the different devices, and so if you click sync, whatsoever document that you have on device A will appear in device B. Okay, then look at item number 4. It's a place where you key in the keywords to search for your documents. Okay, so as of now you would have been like browsing, accessing every single folders, double click, open the folders to check where's your PDF file. It might consume time, right? So whereas even though these documents are scattered across or scattered in your uh, hard disk locations, okay, you can sync everything or pull everything and arrange in a single platform, okay, like this. Okay, and you have over here to discover, okay, click to discover. This allows you to discover new references, okay. You can search some literatures also there. All right, then you have your own personal library, okay. This is your library, the one you have created, okay, where you put, okay, maybe like you create a version for 2020, 2019, 2018, so you can have versions. Then you want to group them, let's say IEEE journals, uh, um, Scopus journals, and many other things, okay. You can group them, or you want to put it as like full thesis, journals category, so you can group item, which can be done over here, okay, number 7. Then you have this is a main panel here where you see author's name, the title, and the year of publication, and where does it publish, and any other things. Okay, so you can double click or just click once to see the abstract and some information on the panel number 9. Okay, so that is what you can do. Alright, then you also have a filter panel, so you can use the filters to filter the literature that you have listed in or that you have accumulated. Okay, alright, so next, let's say now just now you saw a library overview with a lot of documents. But of course, when you first install, right, it's going to be empty, right? So you're going to add some document that already downloaded or already exists in your system, okay, to your library. So basically, how to do that is just by click and drag. Okay, it is, let's say it's on your desktop. Okay, click and drag, and the best part of this Mendeley, it will extract out the information of the authors, okay, maybe title whatsoever that available, okay. If not, then you may need to key in the references manually, or you have to download the references from the internet, and you have to map it to this document. All right. Okay, so besides that, there's another way to add files. Okay, you can go to the file, then you can add files. You can do that also to add a material into your library. Okay, and you also can, as I said, create a reference. Okay, create a reference. Then from there you create your link. Okay. Then if you have any other references software which you have already used, okay, then you want to install it, you can do so. Okay, like for instance, EndNote is another referencing software, okay, where you need to have a license to use, but mainly it's a free version. That is the best part of Mendeley. That's why I'm recommending this. And it is not that only. I mean, the usage of Mendeley does not stop here. You can have this Mendeley for. I mean, as long as you like. Meaning, you want to have other materials, okay, to be arranged, sort by this Mendeley software. You can do so, right? Because sometimes we will have kind of documents, right, which will be in different places, like different folders, right, so you can arrange everything here. Okay, next, once it is added, right, into your system, in your library, then you actually can review your things. Okay, you can click on the details, you can see given what is who's the authors, journal type, when the year published, and so. Okay, now let's say you have already updated your library, okay, with at least 5 documents, and all of a sudden you want to, like, okay, you want to search your work, okay, or search your literature. So how to do that? Okay, so basically you can use the filters, default filters, okay, that available here. Okay, basically you have like recently added, recently read, favorites, neat reviews, and my publication, unsorted. So basically, if you don't sort them into a group, okay, so it might fall under unsorted, right? So if you put a favorite, then it fall under favorite. So basically, you can arrange your library, even though it is a lump of document or a bunch of documents that you have in your system, right? So you can segregate it, but bear in mind that we are not relocating the original files, we are just mapping it, okay, where the system will create a link. All right, so by clicking here, let's say you can access to your D drive document, and here is your F drive documents, for instance. Okay, so that's what you can do with the software. All right, then as I said, you can search to retrieve your references. Okay, basically you can put in your author's name or title or publication's name to retrieve the references. Okay, all right, then this is creating a subfolder. Just now you saw that unsorted. There's maybe one big folder, then underneath you want to have a subfolders you can create. So okay, with this software. Okay, then you can create tags also, right? All the tags will be available when you download the what do you call this, references. Okay, bear in mind if the document that you are adding into a system, okay, if it it does not contain any reference points, definitely you will not see the reference created in the library. So that is why you have to create manually. Okay, or else you go to Google Scholar to download. Okay, I will tell you later on how to do so. Okay, uh, next is working on the documents. Let's say now you already had a PDF document into your library. Now you want to work on the library, right? So let's say this is a PDF document, right? So you want to have some colors, highlights, and want to create some remarks. Okay, so for that you can use the tools that are available here. Okay, like pen tool. Then what else you have? You have a note tool. Then you have highlight tools. Then you also have color selections. You have what else? You have zooming. You can zoom in, zoom out, and many other things. You can explore this. Okay, you can explore this. Okay, to add, because sometimes when we read, right, you want to have a note, small note, there you just add a note. Okay, and you can select the wordings. Sometimes if you use the PDF software, you can't do this kind of things. With this library, with this software, you can do many things. Okay, it will be very useful for you to experience the reading process. Okay, I mean, like sometimes we read, we want to immediately take some notes or put some notes on the paper itself. You can do the same things. All right, so you can have a full what do you call experience as though you are reading a printed version of a journal. Okay, so that's the best part of it. Okay, next is to discover add some important new content. Basically, apart from getting information from download version of what do you call this, download separately and upload into a library. You also can do the search in the Mendeley software itself. Like you can save the references from the web directly to this Mendeley library by help of Mendeley web importer. Okay, so you can do so. Alright, and there will be some recommendation also available. Alright, I mean, the software will recommend some informations. Then auto add documents with watch folder, you can do so. Okay, so that meaning there are many ways of adding documents. Okay, by now you would have already collected many documents from the library. All right, so now you have to know how to manage it so that you will not lose track on the materials. Okay, maybe you might not feel it important now. In during your final year project 2, you want to refer the same document and you might only remember the keywords, right? So you can use this software to just search, right? Okay, next, the most important one, the most useful element of this software is plugins. Okay, meaning it it has a plugin which directly communicates to your Word document. Okay, so for you to know about this, go to this go to website, type Mendeley plugin, or you can access through the app itself. Okay, I will demonstrate how to download the plugin. Okay, then you can synchronize this information in the library across any device that you have. You can use a laptop, you can use a desktop, you can use a phone app. Everything will be stored in cloud, and you can access the document in cloud. Okay, because sometimes you want to access a document, like for instance, suddenly you feel like accessing a document by using your friend's device. So definitely you can just go to the website and click login and access the document from the web itself. Okay, and make sure the synchronization is done. Advisable to not to store your library file in the cloud. Okay, because why, this software by itself will able to sync. Hence, if you keep the library file in the OneDrive, for instance, OneDrive cloud, so it's like uh, 2 times of syncs will happen. Okay, so sometimes the library will crash, so advisable to have it in your local disk. Okay, and which is not uh, under the cloud, OneDrive cloud or Google Drive cloud. You just like keep it separately and just click sync and it will sync for you. Okay, and don't worry of your data. The data is saved, okay, as per what written in the privacy terms. Okay, but you can actually go and read if you have I mean, if you are not so confident on, or you want to have some clarity on the privacy terms, right? Okay, so you can do so. Basically, this is my reference for me to create this document, right? So basically, I took a guide from the website itself and use it as the presentation material. Alright, so next is I want to show you how to use the Mendeley practically, but I will make it brief. Okay, very brief. Okay, so let's say you have successfully created an account and downloaded. Okay, downloaded the material. Okay, so and you have clicked and dragged the material, or you have added, okay, the material by clicking add. Okay, of course the library will function based on your computer speed. Okay, so I've added some material here. You see, when I click, I can see the information of the journals here. Okay, so I can also sync. Okay, it will sync. Okay, you can create folder here. Okay, let me put this as a full screen. You can create group, as I said. Okay, you can create group. Then if you want to search, you can search here. The notes are available here. Okay, so basically I just created one folder under under this. I call it as version 1. Okay, so um, So these are the sample documents. Basically, I am not using these as my main library. I'm using EndNote, but it's a licensed version. For you to get it, you may need to pay, but I really don't recommend that lah, because you Mendeley can do the same thing as how EndNote can function. Okay. All right. So on the adding part, I believe no issues. All right, no issues. If you have a problem, definitely you can Google or you can go to the Mendeley website itself. All right, to look at the steps to add references. Okay. Next, you want to download the plugins. Okay. So go to tools. You just click install. Okay. Make sure your Word is closed lah. Alright, so my Word document is running, hence I have to close. Okay, so let's wait, see what happens. Okay, plugin, okay, installed. So basically it's now installed. Alright, so let's look at the document here. I hope my document will not crash, because I'm using EndNote here and two reference library. Okay. So it's taking longer than expected. All right. Okay. So your references should be here. Right. So once you click, you can see here the Mendeley tools are available. Okay. So generally, I will encourage my students, okay, to create a topic by using Microsoft heading, because it's easy for you to create a table of content later. Okay, so let's say you create this. Okay, chapter 1. Okay, then after you want to have topic, okay, A, right? Then you want to have topic B. Okay, so when you look at here, every time I want to select a topic, I will make sure I use the headings, or you can design your own headings by yourself. Alright, if you find the headings or formats is not suitable for you, okay, so you create here. Okay, next maybe you want to have chapter 2. Alright, so make sure you select heading 1, chapter 2. Okay, then maybe heading 2 again, topic C, and topic, okay, see, I forgot to type heading 2. Okay, topic 2. Alright, so now I've already created a sample topics, right? Then I want to have a reference. Okay, make sure again select topic reference. Okay, now if I want to browse through these topics, I can use view navigation panel. So basically I can go across the topics. Okay, now under my topic 1, okay, I want to type something. Okay, something I'm typing, and I want to include some references. Okay, so you go to this where is this? Okay, review, insert references. Okay, then you can actually search, okay, on the library part. Okay, go to Mendeley. Okay, maybe I want to have this. Okay, so design and construction on Arduino hacked gating distortion panel. So basically I want to add this, for instance. Okay. Okay, now you have to key in any what do you call this keyword, okay, or at least the author's name. Okay, here is Murthy. Okay, alright, so once you type at least some partial of the author's name or something, it will appear. And you say click OK. Okay, it will take some time to load. Okay, if it's functioning fine, then you will be able to see it has been added. Okay, so this is called in-text referencing. Okay, in-text referencing. So you can actually select the style. Okay, what is a style, Harvard referencing, then you go for your Harvard referencing. Okay, okay, Harvard reference format, update available, use this style. Okay, done. Okay, so from now onwards it will be Harvard referencing. Okay, of course there is a update available. Okay, update available, you make sure you update to the current version and all. Right, so next you want to insert bibliography. Right, just now we made a reference over here, right? Okay, so this is in-text referencing. Then now I am adding uh, the reference. Okay, so why did I create this headings? Because after sometimes your reference will be at the end of your document, right? So normally what you do, you will be like scrolling down and up, right? So I suggest you to save some time just by clicking having this topic, right? You can, okay, uh, browse through the topic like that. Okay, so let's have another information on topic B. Then okay, let's say this is my document, I mean my information. Then I want to add uh, okay, so maybe this one. Okay, alright, see, every time I add, automatically it will arrange my bibliography over here. Okay, and if you want to refresh, you always can refresh. Sometimes you will edit, right? You will edit, you will delete something, so you can do that. Okay, all right. So I believe this software will make your life easy, right? So if you all the while, if you've been doing this manually, okay, if you've been doing this manually, all right, now is the time for you to switch to what do you call this, switch to software. Okay, so I think this is something for you, and I believe this one will be very helpful, okay, for you. All right, so um, yeah, so with that I stop here. Okay, if you need anything, just drop me a message. Okay, I will able to help you. Okay, so by the way, I am Mr. Prakash. Okay, take care guys, bye.